Hey everybody, William Warfield here along with Zach Ballard of the Bluegrass State Games, and the Bluegrass State Games going on throughout the Bluegrass right now here in Central Kentucky. And Zach, talk to me a little bit about the games this year and what's going on with them.
Well, first off, the Bluegrass State Games is one of the biggest events for the Bluegrass Sports Commission. It's a 501c3 nonprofit. Last weekend and this weekend are two of our busiest weekends, excuse me. Yeah, like you said, most of our events are held here in Central Kentucky, Fayette, Scott County, Woodford County, Franklin County. But we also do have other events, specific and located in other parts of the state. Last weekend we had skateboarding up in Florence, Northern Kentucky. This weekend we have sailing in Louisville. So, but most of them are Central Kentucky based, but there's also some other events around the state. It seems like over the years things have kind of been the same, but it seems like some events have changed up this year. Trying to switch things up. Been so accustomed to doing things the same way, trying to switch it up and better, get more participants, and that's our main goal, to get amateurs out. Well, not even amateurs. Some of these events are open to all ages. Just get Kentuckians to get out and be active and participate.
We're at one of your sponsors right now, Sutherland Chevrolet here in Nicholasville, Kentucky.
Yes, sir.
Subway is your title sponsor this year. Talk to me about some of those sponsors that really get out there and support these youth out here while they're playing.
Absolutely. Well, like you said, we're here at Sutherland Chevrolet. They've been great. They've been giving us some T-shirts to hand out, stuff like that, and we've been taking some of their vehicles to events as well, trying to help them promote, trying to give back. They're helping us. We're trying to just give back to them and promote their brand as well.
You guys got a lot of high school teams that are joining you this year. That seems like more than ever out there at the soccer fields. You got Woodford County going on and Masterson Station. Talk to me about that.
Well, yeah, we have around, I believe, 166 high school soccer teams this year.
Wow.
That's JV and varsity, both boys and girls. But yeah, the Subway is, they've been great. They actually donate all the lunches and stuff for volunteers and staff at each site as well. So they've been good.
There's a place where people still play for the love of the game. And the athletes, well, they're people just like you. The Bluegrass State Games presented by Subway Restaurants. Come on, play. BGSG.org.
You really couldn't come at a better time. These Chevys are moving fast.
I'll take that Malibu.
Yeah, excuse me. Your Equinox and Atlantis Blue is mine.
I was here first. It's mine.
I called about that one. It's mine.
Mine.
Actually, it's mine.
No, it's not. It's mine.
Better get going. It's Chevy Model Year-End event.
See your Kentucky Select Chevy dealers.
The 13s are going fast. Time to get yours right now. Get this great lease on a 2013 Chevy Cruze LS for around $149 a month.
Right center, Tyler W. right, Chris and Carson down.
You know it's not raining.
That a shot! Go, 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 go! Hey, listen up. We talked about being ready to play, okay? Everybody was here on time this morning. We got in the cages and it showed out here just then, okay? We've been way more focused the last couple of weeks. I've told y'all that every game. Now, guys, we beat 2 really good teams so far in this tournament. And we got another one coming up at 12:45, okay? Great job. Way to listen on the bases, way to hit the ball, way to field it. So proud of you boys. So proud of you, okay? Keep focused. That's been the difference the last couple of weeks is the focus. You've been more focused. You're not worried about what's going on outside the fence. You're focused on baseball, and that's what we're learning. That's what we're learning. Very, very proud of you. Coach Mike, what you got? Oh, proud of you. Everybody stepped up today. Coach Jones.
Hey, 2 down, guys. 2 down, 2 down. Let's go get one more.
All right, hey, very proud of you. Get in here. Get in here. Get in here. I want it loud. I want it loud. I want it loud. Meet at the batting cages, Coach Brown, 11:45. Right here. Right here. Okay? You ready? I hear. I hear. I hear. 1, 2, 3. Good job, Thunderback. Good job. Well, we played Western Lexington last night. We were familiar with them. I saw them play in the Garrett County tournament. They ran through that tournament and won it going away, so we knew we had a tough draw. We came out, hit the ball well last night. We really didn't know much about this Barron County team, but we figured if they were going to travel all the way here from Barron County, they must have had some tough competition. So we've had 2 tough games. We're proud of our boys. This is a beautiful facility. They've done a great job. Most places you be, if it rained at all, you know, they'd probably have to postpone it, but these fields are taking the water on, and we were able to get on time, and looks like we're going to keep going. They've done great with these fields, and last night when we came in, they were, you know, after every game, they drag it and reline it, and it's a beautiful place, and we're happy to be here. Well, you know, anytime we're playing and they're keeping score, we're trying to win, but it's a learning experience for the kids. We love those boys, and we teach them, you know, what we can, and we try to teach them to be good sports. We say a prayer before every game, and we talk about being good sports and being a family. But, you know, when they're keeping score, we do want to win. We were the silver medalists last year, and we'd like to get in that medal round again. So we got a tough game coming up. I don't know if the Batcats or Southeast won, but whoever it was, going to be a tough third rounder. When you got 8 and 9-year-olds, we got 3 7-year-olds. You know, they're up and down. They don't like to get out. They don't like to make errors, and when they do, they get down on themselves. So we just preach, stay up. You know, get the next one. It's all about learning. You know, we had our leadoff batter was a little upset last night, and I called him, called his dad, put him on the phone. And I told him, nobody gets on every single at bat, and he came through today with 2 big hits. So yeah, you know, it's when they're 7, 8, and 9, even up through the college level. I feel like it's about teaching them about life and treating people right and so forth. So that's what we try to do.
And Tony, you're the head coach?
Well, both of us are co-coaches.
Okay. And you guys are from Glasgow, is that right?
Yeah, Barron County, yes.
All right, and just talk to me about, you know, what do you think about your stay so far here in Lexington and Veterans Park?
It's been excellent. Hopefully we'll be here for a while playing a little ball, you know.
And your team this year, how's that looking?
Well, we played in the tournament last weekend at Park City, and we won it. Played good ball.
Mm-hmm. What do you think about the Bluegrass State games in general, and you know, just your tournament and the level of competition that's here this year?
Well, the parks look really nice, and we're glad to be here. We're first-time participants.
Just basically teaching them sportsmanship, you know, respect for each one of them and, you know, the other teams. You know, fundamentals, you know, win or lose, you know, they're all here from number 1 to have fun and just try to get better and move up, you know, as they get older. Well, just keep it in their head that, you know, nothing's impossible for them. That, you know, there's 3 things to it: hitting, catching, throwing. You know, I mean, if you can do those 3 things, everything else will fall in place. You know, it's just, you know, for these kids, just to keep a good mind and, you know, good head on their shoulders, and don't ever get discouraged about it. You know, we're going to probably get the team together, go out to eat as a bunch, and, you know, and everything, let the kids decide where they all want to go eat and decide what they want to do, and probably anything afterwards if we got time.
I'm Mike Garland. I'm from London, Kentucky. Our boys is from London. We're called the LC Bombers. We've been playing for about 4 years competitively out here. We played in Bluegrass every year. We finished 4th the last 2 years. And they put on a really good place here. I mean, the facilities are great. Lexington does a good job. It's one of our premier things of the year is to come down here and play in the Bluegrass games and enjoy the atmosphere of great ball players, great teams, and just fun to watch baseball games. We're staying at the Hilton. Nice place, very good. Lexington is, it's the city of right in the middle of the state. UK, Wildcats. There's nothing you can't enjoy about coming up here and see all the Big Blue fans, enjoying, the Bluegrass games. This competitive nature. This whole state is one of the most competitive states in sports that I've ever seen. And I just love this area. We come up here a lot. My youngin plays. He's up over at the KBA over there and plays basketball and travel teams. We just enjoy this area. We love coming up to Lexington. Go somewhere good to eat. Lay back, enjoy the ball games. It's a good area, good facilities, good places. I tell you, there's a lot of things that happen. You have players that get gone, players that go back and forth, but these kids, the majority of them, there's about 8 of them who've played me for 4 years, and they absolutely give me their heart and soul. I mean, we're talking weekends, 2 or 3 times during the week, hard practices. I tell you what, it really takes, more than anything, to have a good program and good players, to have good parents. Parents, they spend a lot of time here at these ball fields. They love it, but they have to be really dedicated to it, And our kids, they work hard and they play hard, and they're a good team because of it. My forward hitter can hit up the ball as far as any 8-year-old I've ever seen, and my infield, I would put up against anybody in the state because we absolutely catch the ball in infield. It's hard to get a hit on us when we play our game. And that's part of loving the game. It's baseball. Everybody loves baseball. They come out here, it was wet, so what? Ball's going to be a little harder to catch in the outfield. They broke down and made plays. Veterans Park is great. It's excellent fields. I mean, this is as good a field as I've seen in the whole state. We're hoping to win a medal.
Guys, don't quit. Don't quit right now. All right, don't quit. Let's go.
Chris, get a helmet. You're going to be a pitcher. Logan catching. Addison first. Zach second. Dave shortstop. Toby third. Carson left field. Tyler left center. Hudson right center. Tyler Washburn right. Washburn. Go, Logan. Go, Logan. Go, Logan. Go, Logan. Good job, Logan!
Ryle and Lexington Christian going one-on-one behind us. I had an opportunity to talk to both coaches earlier today, and this is what they had to say.
Well, we're rebuilding a little bit. We graduated 16 seniors last year. We graduated all of our starters. But we still, with that being said, we have 10 seniors who are hopefully step up and continue our tradition up at Ryle. We got a lot of talent. The only thing we don't have is a lot of returning starters, so it might take us a little bit to get going. But every year I tell my teams the same thing. It's not how you start the race, it's how you finish the race. And we look back to the first time I went downstate. Midway through the season, we were 7-8, and then didn't lose a game the rest of the year till the state finals. For us, we have always used it. This is my 10th year at Ryle, and we have always used it as just a learning tool. We put kids out in new positions. We play them all over the place. I actually have 2 teams, and we divide our kids up. We don't even play a full team because I solely want them to work on soccer skills, learning positions, and being able to see what they can do and maybe move kids around based off of what we need. So we put very little emphasis on winning. All our emphasis is on growing so that when the season starts, we're up and running and we can give anybody at any time a decent challenge. Craig McCarthy's going to be probably one of our top scorers and a senior. We have a sophomore who played and started every game at JV last year and was our actually leading scorer in both programs, who we're expecting a lot in Matt Rowe. We have some other kids, Alex Weber and Aaron Hamrick, who have been backing up at varsity the last 3 years, and now they have their shot to hopefully show what they can do in the starters role. But they both gave us good minutes as a sub. And there's some other young kids, Jack Hugenberg, Nathan Rowe, who were young kids last year who played all the JV and sat on the bench, didn't get as much playing time as they wanted to. But sometimes kids who who get time for the first time are hungry, and so that's a good thing. And so the nice thing about this is there's very few guaranteed starting spots, so everybody's coming out with a little fire in their belly because they all know there's a chance to start, and that gives us better competition. I like it. I like it. This is actually my 14th year down here. I've been down here 10 with Ryle and then 4 with the year before. As I said, I love coming down here. I love bringing teams down here and using this as just a learning tool to help everybody get better. The kids can see some deficiencies, and then it allows us to go back and plan practices based off of what we do, both good and bad. And so I really enjoy the Bluegrass State games. Ideally with this team, if they could win region, I think that would be a great accomplishment, knowing that we're not returning anybody. We come from one of the tougher regions in the area with Cub Cath, St. Henry, Boone County, who went to the Final Four last year, NCC Highlands, and I can go down the list of all the quality teams in Northern Kentucky. So right now I'd say if we could win region, I think we've had a great year.
Coach Collins, good luck this season.
Thank you very much.
Thank you. All right, Coach Harvey, LCA Eagles, and Coach, right here in your own backyard, well, kind of across town, but you're here at the Bluegrass State Games, and a lot of competition here this year, Coach.
Yeah, there is. We've been put into a pretty strong bracket. We play Ryle in the first game. You know, we're excited about that. We're hoping to get organized as a team, kind of use this as a measuring stick leading into the season and see what we need to work on and where we need to improve. So it's only good. The better competition, the better for us.
Coach, expand for me, if you will, you know, last year's team as compared to this year's team, and what are some of the things that you guys are trying to work some kinks out, if you will?
Yeah, that's a good question. We lost a couple key players. We're replacing a goalkeeper. We lost a couple pretty strong players in midfield for us. And so we're trying to fill those gaps, and we're trying to bring up some of the guys, some of the younger guys, and kind of fill them in that role. You know, I think we've got a good cohesive group. I think this could be one of the strongest overall teams that we've had, despite the loss of, you know, it's always hard to replace skillful players, but I think we can be a good team overall. So.
Yeah, absolutely, Coach. And I got an opportunity to talk with a couple of your leaders on your team, Coach. And if you could just expand on those guys as well and what they mean to your team this year.
Yeah, we've got a great senior class. We've got 7 guys in the class. They've been many of them have been playing since they were little kids, playing together, and so there's a real positive energy this year with those guys. Very cohesive group. They're inclusive. They they build the younger guys up. They bring them into what's going on, and they're just solid players, good guys. And I think all around that's going to be good for the program, both this year and in the years to come.
You're a representative of Lexington, and you're playing teams from outside of Lexington here at the Bluegrass State Games. Seems like the high school division gets bigger and bigger every year. How do you welcome those guys into Lexington and show them what it's all about?
I'm not really sure about that. I'm new to the area myself. Been here 2 years, so I feel like I'm still kind of being welcomed into it. But you know, we appreciate the big teams. We appreciate Ryle and these players coming in and, you know, traveling here, and we want to give them good competition. You know, that's what this is about. If we can play to our best ability and they play to their best ability, we can challenge each other, and both teams can improve, and that can be a real beneficial experience. So I think we welcome them by challenging them and playing the best game that we can play for them and for us.
Coach, we know you lost some key players off last year's team. If we were to write a preview of this year's team going forward, how would that look? What would it say?
Well, I would probably say I'm cautiously optimistic. I was optimistic last year and things just didn't really go our way. I think this could be a year where we kind of have a breakout season. We're in a tough district, we've got a tough schedule. You know, we're hoping that with the strength of the group this year, we can kind of make some waves in our district. And I don't know if I could, you know, single out any single player, highlight any single player. We've just got a good, solid group all around.
There's a place where people still play for the love of the game. And the athletes, well, they're people just like you. The Bluegrass State Games presented by Subway Restaurants. Come on, play. BGSG.org.
Well, this is the toughest bracket that we've had. This is our 4th year that we've come down, and it looks like this will probably be the toughest bracket we've seen yet. So it'll be interesting. We've got a really young team, and so we're trying to get them some experience and find out the best positions for different players and get them to know each other and just get a couple of scrimmages in.
You're talking about how tough the competition is. Is there a team that you're really looking forward to facing?
Well, I think all 3 of the teams that we play are going to be very good. Assumption historically is very good, and Lexington Christian, that's who we play tonight. We've never played any of the teams that we play, so that'll be good. But the other team, Davies County, is very good too. So all three teams will be very good.
With the Bluegrass State Games being the official kickoff to soccer season, many of these teams admittedly come in a little bit rusty. It is at the Bluegrass State Games where each team will finally oil their machines, get them ready for their high school season, and get ready for battle. It is here that these skills are being improved, and right here where coaching is at its best. We take you inside the huddle here at the Bluegrass State Games and listen to some of the coaches.
And out wide, we're just push. It's speed, speed, speed all the time. Keep that up. They can't handle the pressure, guys. If we several times on the sidelines, if we pressure on with our outside mids, they've kicked it out or trapped it out or something several times.
What up? Hold up. BBN for life.
Goals, not shots. Goals. Skip, you got at least 4. All right? All right. Let's bring it in. Bradley, lead us in something. All right. Who are we?
Calvary.
Who are we? Calvary. Who are we? Calvary. Who are we? Calvary. Who are we? Calvary. 1, 2, 3, Cougars! All right, come on. Keep up the intensity. Do it. Let us get upset. Because if you get upset, then you've lost your composure. You're no longer able to compete and play like you should be doing. Let us worry about that. The rest of you experienced guys, you just have to step up and lead. Not step up and complain. You have to lead. End the story. If you're MRL level guys, hey, guess what? All these guys next to you aren't MRL level guys. They're just not. So you, exhibiting some level of maturity, know that, and you got to be the vocal points. You got to be the ones that organize.
Varsity team, I know you guys have got a coach who's been there for a couple of years.
Yeah, we've done well with that. We got a lot of guys returning. We should be pretty solid overall out on the field as far as the varsity goes. JV, we're implementing a new system, so really the varsity and the JV are kind of picking up the new system as far as that goes. I think we'll be fine. We got young keepers and so on and so forth, but I think we'll be all right.
Coach, I heard you talking about life lessons there in your huddle, and just kind of preaching to the guys to keep the motivation up. Don't let this loss take them down because you play again tomorrow.
Right.
Talk to me about the competition here at the Bluegrass State game, Coach, and how it prepares you for the season.
This is a good opening thing. You get to come out. We've been in up to now preseason conditioning. Mm-hmm. We've been playing against each other most of the time, so you kind of get to come out, play against some other competition. Some guys that are going to go after you, knock you off the ball. So you have to raise your level. So I think our guys tonight figured out, hey, don't worry about the refs. You get knocked off the ball, you got to come back, you got to play. You got to stay focused, you got to keep some level of composure to play your game. Overall, we had, if I'm giving an honest answer, we had more opportunities. We didn't cash them in, but hey, that's soccer. The other team took their opportunities, their 3 or 4 looks that we gave them, and they capitalized and hit 3 goals. So it is how it is. That's all we can control is our style of play on the field.
Sure.
We can't control any other variables.
You come back tomorrow at 12:30. Do you have any idea who your opponent is yet?
If you hadn't asked me that, I probably would have remembered. The Bluegrass games, I don't even try and concentrate on who the opponent. I think Collins will play them during the season, but it's really just fun to come out And lots of times you're playing people you don't play during the regular season. Collins, in this case, we will play them again, but I'm pretty sure the next two opponents that we play, we won't see them. I think we got a John Harden and like a Pendleton County or something like that.
Sure.
We won't see these guys. So it's kind of fun. You know, the Bluegrass State Games brings people in from across the state. And, you know, the way the pairings went, you get to play some people you won't see during the season.
Do you find this is a golden opportunity for your team at the beginning of the season to kind of get the kinks out and kind of, you know, oil the rusty fire, so to speak, Coach?
Oh, absolutely. Yeah. I mean, like I said, it's been preseason, so you've been playing each other, knocking around on each other. And, you know, this JV squad, we've been doing some mixed scrimmage stuff, but we've also they've been going against the varsity also. So, you know, our varsity is way better than we are. So some of what we were trying to generate today, we suddenly look up and say, oh, we can get those opportunities now. So, you know, it's all around good experience.
Beautiful Lexington, Kentucky here at Masterson Station Park. A lot of fields in play, over 160 high school teams involved this year. Probably one of the biggest fields of all time here since I believe 1984, Coach. And I mean, just the competition, I know we touched on that, but what about the fields, Coach, and what about Lexington itself hosting this?
Well, I'm originally from Lexington anyway.
Hometown guy.
I live in Midway now, but, you know, hey, that's just 10 minutes down the road. So I do a lot of coaching up here in Masterson. I coach for Youth League and so on and so forth. So, I mean, this facility is great. I love it every time I get to show up here. I play some adult soccer here in the summers when I get an opportunity. So, yeah, this is lovely. You couldn't ask for anything better.
All right, Coach, I appreciate your time.
All right, man. Thank you.
There's a place where people still play for the love of the game. And the athletes, well, they're people just like you. The Bluegrass State Games presented by Subway Restaurants. Come on, play. BGSG.org.
I came with her. Huh?
They didn't make you get up, let them out about 5:45. They just do that to me, the little things.
Where are they going to? Are they going to go in here? No, go in there. We'll leave you room to go in front of us. Come on, fans. Go next. That one will go next to you guys.
Keep it up. This is great.
No, I've done enough of these to learn that when it's coming straight at the lens, I'm just like, nope, I gotta move. Oh.
Back up, go back up.
Yeah.
Yes, Davis, that's you. That's your ball, Davis. No turn. Love it. Hey, Matt, talk to Dallas.
Does the same thing. What they do is they get these traveling teams. You got Western Fayette County, for example, here in Lexington, and you got Louisville's got this great big team. Owensboro's got this great big team, and they travel the whole U.S. They get all the all-stars. Yeah, exactly. And, well, we do the same thing in baseball, though. Listen, it costs us $8.50 in the spring because we go to Florida. Plus, it costs us for cleats and gloves. Plus, in the summertime, it costs us $400 more. And then in the fall, it's costing us $275 to play fall ball. And then in the wintertime, it costs $150 a piece to play indoor. I'm going to tell you this too, that I know that's a fact. You don't think I'm crazy. The most dangerous sport, what would you guess?
She's gone.
Go!
In every competition I've ever been to, somebody has thrown up on the net. Thrown up? Somebody in that competition will throw up because they got this butterflies in the stones or something. And then you got people like my son who walks out there and puts him in the region and goes like this. If that's the way it's going to work, I'm going to give out all my stuff. Yeah. Oh, yeah. And I'll just increase my order. In the past 2 months, I've only given out, I've only signed up like me, my mom. Does your mom like it? Top 4 people now. Does your mom like it? She thinks it's really sorry when it's canceled. She was just a preferred customer. How do you become a preferred customer? You sign them up for It don't make it tough to me as long as I'm home by 9:30.
Okay.
Sign up my girl. That's cash in the old pocket of Rodney.
Take it. No way. Really?
Nice pass, 21.
Call me tomorrow. All right, bye.
There's a place where people still play for the love of the game. And the athletes, well, they're people just like you. The Bluegrass State Games presented by Subway Restaurants. Come on, play. BGSG.org.
You really couldn't come at a better time. These Chevys are moving fast.
I'll take that Malibu.
Yeah, excuse me. Your Equinox and Atlantis Blue is mine.
I was here first. It's mine.
I called about that one. It's mine.
Mine.
Actually, it's mine.
No, it's not. It's mine.
Better get going. It's Chevy Model Year-End event.
See your Kentucky Select Chevy dealers.
The 13s are going fast. Time to get yours right now. Get this great lease on a 2013 Chevy Cruze LS for around $149 a month.